Hey, Josh, what's going on? You see me?
Hey Luke, how you doing?
Good. Is this all right? Or should I put my camera like diagonal? You know what I mean? Or horizontal?
Totally your call. Totally your call. It looks fine on my end, like that.
Okay.
Hey, well, it's great to finally talk to you.
You too,
I've
man.
told,
Thanks a lot.
yeah. Hey, I've told you a bunch already, but thank you for doing this. Like I said, I wanted to do something fun. I really enjoyed the movie and like especially your performance in it. Um, and as I guess after the movie, I'd message you, and then I was kind of like doing some research and stuff. I realized like you are pretty tapped into the culture right now and have been for the past few years. And it feels like it's an honor to get to talk to you.
Oh no, hey, thanks for
Yeah.
having me, man. I appreciate you saying that. This whole thing's been a wild ride here.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. It seems like, this is probably a fun thing for you to do as in terms of being an actor with this and also a fan of some of the people you got to work with.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's nuts because Uncut Gems. I like that movie. I love that movie. And when
Yeah.
they reached out, when Safdie like the casting agent reached out, I'll be honest, that was the only Safdie movie I've seen, and then
Yeah.
I watched Good Time,
Good time.
and and it was great. I love how he makes guys that are like assholes into people you root for, you know?
Yeah.
Uh
Right.
and especially and Chalamet, I'll be honest too. I only knew him really from Dune. I mean,
Hmm.
I know he's in Wonka and stuff, but I never saw Call Me by Your Name or anything like that. But when I got cast in the movie, I watched it.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, man. Beautiful Boy was also a good
Hmm.
one. Yeah, no, and I would never dream in a million years I'd be working with those guys. So it's very
Yeah.
cool, you know.
Just to kind of go over, or I guess Josh Safdie originally saw you from, it was like this side talk.
Trey Young looks like my dad's dick. I never saw my dad's dick. He still looks like shit.
And now it's kind of how
Yeah.
he saw you.
Yep. Yeah. Trey Young beat the hell out of us, and I think it was 2021, I think,
Hmm.
and yeah, I was just blasted outside of MSG. I didn't even go in. I went to a watch party,
Okay.
uh, and with my buddies, Big Dick Energy, they had like a watch party, and I just got blasted, and there was a microphone, and side talk was just coming up, and I was like, oh shit, and I just grabbed it, and I just said the most crazy thing ever, uh, and and then it came out. My buddies were like tagging me in the video, like the week later or whenever that video came out, and I was like, oh my god, that's brutal. That's insane. So it was like, oh my god, is my job going to see this?
Right.
Is my family going to see? Like this is nuts. So um, thankfully nothing came out of it. I didn't get fired or anything, but
Hmm.
it's awesome that this is why I'm in a movie. Like it's crazy, a drunken sentence. You know, I mean, what the hell? Who dream of that?
No, right. No, you have like a better outcome than the Hawktua girl, I would say. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize that. I think I saw someone say that, or I was like, oh wow, it is a funny little dynamic. I mean, she went mega viral with that, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. She got into crypto or something. Yeah, it's crypto
Yeah.
scam. I don't know what happened. I think she got taken advantage of poor girl, but
Yeah.
thankfully, yeah,
Right.
this was just yeah, you know, and a cast of a movie from a viral line is crazy to me.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a good outcome. And then Subway Takes, that was also recently. Now was that before or after the movie, or was that like a coincidental timing kind of thing?
So
That
yeah, coincidental. New York, my buddy New York Nico.
yeah.
He's I was actually in a short film that he had with the Subway Takes guy Kareem.
Yeah.
And I had one line in the short film. It was like I was a waiter and I said, "More bread, sir," and I just put bread on this table. But that's when
Uh,
I met that guy Kareem from Subway Takes. He's an awesome dude. And Nico was like, "Hey, do you think you could have Luke on Subway Takes?" Like he texted them. So Kareem was like, "Yeah, sure." And it's just nuts that it came out on the day that the movie came out. And I like
yeah.
that that take like registered with people and like a lot of people agreed and stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I liked what you said. about Sarah Jessica Parker being a fine slice of cheesecake, women having big noses. That's wonderful. Um, and yeah, the what you said about everything looking the same, the homogenization of the U.S. I just to give you this little story real quick. The past year, I lived in Philadelphia. It sucked. It was terrible. Huge problem with Philadelphia is that a lot of, it's a historic place similar to like Boston or New York. Like a lot of the old buildings are still there, but it's probably like over half of the places like where the new apartments are being built, they all look the same. It's all the gray and white slop, like you said. It's disgusting.
It sucks, man. It's brutal. Is it like not a conspiracy, but what the hell? What are they doing to us? It's like they're doing it on purpose. It's like
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like I read about it. Like, is it to save money or so they don't have to turn over? And I don't know, but
It's
it's
gotta
horrible,
be.
and it's not. I mean, come on, they made it work in the '90s. They made it work in the early
Yeah.
2000s. Why can't they make it work now? So it's like it sucks. I don't get like if an owner of a building wants to do that, they're out of control idiots. Like, what the hell?
No, I know.
Live a little, Make come on.
Yeah. It's gotta be cheaper materials, the cheap paint, the cheap whatever the buildings are made out of. But yeah, awful, awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the during the time in Philadelphia though, funny enough, I took an Uber when my friend Ricky came to visit. We went into Chinatown, and he started telling us that he had worked with Benny and Josh Safdie before in Uncut Gems. He was one of the he's like a cab driver, does like New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. And he was cast in that movie. And he had pulled up, it was like while he was driving, he pulled up the Uncut Gems trailer and had showed us where he was at in the scene with like Adam Sandler. And yeah, he was like, here I am. And then he's like, I'm going to be in their next movie with Timothy Chalamet coming up. But I thought that was really cool that, they keep in, it seems like the Safdie brothers are, they keep in touch with the extras that they work with. And it's very important on who they cast in the movie. And that, this cab driver, like average person, it definitely added to the effect of the movie and Uncut Gems. And with Marty Supreme, I mean, I know that they cast over 3,500 extras and supporting cast specifically with that movie. And I think with, we're talking about everything looking the same and, there's a bunch of AI slop and, everything looking the same. This kind of movie is like the complete opposite of that. And they put so much effort into having unique people and like authentic people a part of this movie. And yeah, I just thought that was a great part of the film. Like you're a part of that too.
No, thank you. I totally agree. I mean, that's the one thing I love about their movies too, is that everyone you see in it has a look to them. They're not like the most beautiful people, the extras. So they got, and I'm a part of that, and especially in the scene where like when the ping pong parlor, in the beginning of the scene, at the beginning of the movie, there was so many characters in there that day, so nice people, but like so like crazy looking people, and I mean I'm one of them, and it's just in the '50s outfits, it really makes you feel like you're back there, and like they're
Yeah.
smoking cigarettes indoors and stuff, and also the I like how they keep the same actors in Safdie movies too, like that, or they keep in touch with the background guys because one of the guys, the guy who plays Abel Ferrara's like henchman, like the guy's like, hey, come here. He played like a guy in Uncut Gems. I met him at the rap party. He's a character. That guy. Him and his brother are in Uncut Gems, I believe. And the one guy though is, oh my god, he's a character. And I love how that's what Josh said to me. Like he likes putting like people characters in movies because he's not. He says he feels like he's not a character, so he likes putting people with personalities and characters in the movies. So
Yeah.
that's awesome, and I think it really does exactly AI slop. Like why are you gonna put AI back? Come on, I mean, the studio's got enough money. All right, they can come on.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Um, yeah, I mean that film is aside from like some of the supporting the background actors or like some of the supporting cast, I mean you got Gwyneth Paltrow. Um, she's in some of the best movies, Seven. Royal Tenenbaums, Shallow Hal, personal favorite. That movie's nuts. um, what Kevin O'Leary, surprisingly very good in that. But yeah, I mean, how was it working with some of these like I guess established actors and some who like were new to this too? Was there anyone specific like you really like hit it off with? Or just yeah, what was that? What was that like being around some
Yeah,
of these
so
people?
I really only worked with uh Timmy and Odessa uh and my dad in the movie, John Katsimatidis.
Hmm.
And Tyler Creator, he was in the first opening scene. I didn't really work with him, but he was
Right.
such a nice guy, humble dude. Like everyone I met, it was crazy. From the crew to the cast, everyone I met was just such a nice person, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What are these people acting nice? Like this is crazy how nice all these people are." But I would say the first day I filmed was with Chalamet and my dad in the movie, and dude, that was the best because we were there for like 14 hours, and and just the guy John Catsimatidis is a character, funny guy. Me and Chalamet were like just goofing around with him, and like
Mhm.
it was fun because we were just sitting in those chairs, basically just throwing scenes back and stuff. So like we had a lot of time, like when they were adjusting the cameras and the lights to talk. And I would say me and John and his wife was there. She's very nice, and shout that was like the best time. And also Odessa was the best too. She was like my buddy on set. We'd have lunch together and stuff. She was very nice too. And Chalamet, I mean everybody was nice that I worked with, in the scenes with. So it was very cool and not there's like no pressure.
Yeah.
Of course it's very nerve wracking. You're like I'm across the way from Timothy Chalamet. Like this is crazy, but there
Yeah.
was there wasn't pressure because Josh would just make it seem so like, oh, don't worry about it. Like just riff with him. Just so
Right.
very good. He made it very good.
That's awesome. Yeah, they. I know Timothy Chalamet and Odessa Ozarian have both specifically mentioned you. I think it was during one of like the where they have everyone line up and like they ask questions after they show the movie.
Oh
It was
yeah,
at
the
the
Q&As, right?
yes, yes. Yeah, they both specifically mentioned you as being great to work with.
And like with Kevin, like
Or
with
Luke
Luke,
Manley
who
was
plays Dion
incredible.
in the movie, was really extraordinary.
In terms of, working with Josh Safdie, what kind of preparation did they have you do for the movie? Like I know based on what I've seen, Goodfellas is one of your favorite
Hmm.
movies, right? Right.
Yes.
Okay. I just rewatched it the other day. It still holds up. It's wonderful. Um, I know Martin Scorsese, prior to filming, like some of the actors that he works with, like Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, he gives them certain films to watch before, they start working on the movie. Did they have anything specific for you to watch, read, prepare with?
Oh, so Josh is a sick maniac, and so is Ronald Bronski. But Josh specifically, like, basically wrote a book on Dion
Okay.
Galanis or my character. So like
Yeah.
we would message back and forth about the character, like before we started filming, like, oh, would he be a good gambler? Like, he's very loyal to Tim. He loves Marty. He loves Marty. Uh, and everything, like from what he eats, from what his parents do for a living. Like he would just spitball it out to me, like basically telling me his story. And he'd be like, oh, he would say this like this and like this like this, but that's it. That's basically it. They would never give me a script. So the day before shooting, they would send my lines, and like he'd be like, I don't want you to memorize these. Just get the gist of the scene and the emotion of Dion. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And then when I got there, he's like, all right, you ready to run the lines with me? I'm like, what do you mean? You told me I don't gotta memorize them,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of improv heavy with me and Timmy. Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm the. I mean, because I got them the night before a lot of the time, and then they changed in the morning. They'd be like, oh, we changed this little around. Okay, but yeah, a lot of it was improv, and yeah, just to prepare for it was cool. We would just text about Dion and stuff, and
Okay.
and that's basically. And I didn't know where the movie was going at all until I saw the premiere. I had no idea like where the movie went at all.
Wow. Okay. Okay. It's like, I mean, at the end of the trailer, that line where like, it's an original ball, original guy, it's Marty Supreme ball.
Awesome. It's an original ball for an original guy. It's a Marty Supreme ball, not the Marty normal ball.
Did you come up with that? Was that
So,
yours or?
so that's the thing. I don't think so. I'd like to
Okay.
say yes, but
Hmm.
I think me and Josh might have on that day.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Just riffing, like, what do he say? What, so I think, but
Okay.
I'm not positive, to be honest.
Okay. So, so they had a whole kind of like, long backstory, like pre-planned for your character, Dion, and some of the other ones. Did you kind of have any room to pull from other things? I know, Timothy Chalamet said like, The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls documentary was big on, that's something that he pulled from because like Michael Jordan during that time in the 90s was just like a different kind of person. It was like, very similar to the Marty Mauser character. Is like, he's very set on winning and getting the goals accomplished. And he kind of pulled from that. But I didn't know if like, did you have any room to pull from the character from something else or?
Um, to be honest, no. Because especially this was my first gig, like,
Yeah.
so I didn't know, I didn't know what to really do other than just what Josh was telling me, and um, he really narrowed down that like Dion's very loyal to Marty. He loves
Mm,
Marty, and he'll do anything for Marty. Like that was basically the gist of it,
yeah.
and I just went from there. I mean, I and he there was a part where in the movie where I have to get angry, and I don't get mad ever in my, you know what I mean? I'm not like an angry person, and so
Yeah.
it took a lot, and he's like, come on, get angry. He's like, come on, what the hell? He's like, think of the worst thing that ever happened. Come on, come on. And like I was like, and like it was hard to get angry, but I finally did. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, from pulling anything, no, honestly, I didn't. I just from what Josh was telling me about the character, that's all.
Right. Okay. Now in that scene when you get angry, yeah, that's where, pick up the box of the ping pong balls, throw them out the window. Now, did you actually do that? Were you able to do that? And if so, how many takes? What was that like? I was interested in
So
that.
that was one of the fun times because in that scene, we filmed it actually on the studio. Like, so that's not in the apartment. That when I go to throw the balls out, and then we actually threw them out of a random apartment. Uh, and it was like the people were there, like the people that lived there were there, like working from home when we were doing it. Like it was crazy,
No way.
but it was very cool. And I got alligator arms and small hands, so for me to like hold open all four of the edge of the boxes and
Yeah.
throw them out in like a great way was kind of tough. So there was
Mhm.
a lot of takes of that. There was like I would say 10 takes of me just throwing the balls out, and then I think they might even use a stunt double because I sucked at it so much. But uh, it was very fun. I felt bad for the prop guys because they had to like keep collecting the balls. I mean, we had like whatever, we had enough boxes, but they had to collect them, so that like with rakes and stuff. So, but
Right.
there it was very fun that time.
Now, did you get to keep any of the ping pong balls or anything from set?
So I didn't even try. I didn't even think to ask
Yeah.
like a moron. I should have asked, and there were so many cool things like from old Coke bottles to the balls. I was like, oh my god! Like when I was like, oh my, what am I, an idiot? Like those balls are the best. I should have took at least one. Come on.
Yeah.
So I screwed up, but thankfully they sent me a box of stuff like the A24. So I got them now, thankfully.
Awesome. Good. Yeah, I saw some of those are, people resell them.
Yeah,
$20 for a single one sometimes. I think that's what I
crazy.
saw
Like
like the
yeah,
other
so a
day.
box of balls going for like $60.
Yeah. Yep. Which, yeah, that'd be cool to have, but I don't know, that gets up there. But yeah, you had full access to them. I'm glad you at least got something sent to
No,
you.
no, thanks, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Um, so for yeah, your character at the beginning of the movie, I think the first scene you see him at is at like the indoor club. They show he's drawing Marty. Did you do any of those actual drawings? Did they have someone else do like those sketches or?
Yes, yes. I'm an awful, awful drawer. My sister's good.
Okay.
But I am horrific at drawing. So no, I didn't draw any of that. They sketched it. I would just like draw over with a pencil. Yeah.
Okay. Also, yeah, were you ever into table tennis before? Or did this movie give you any kind of experience with it? Did you get good?
No, no, I'm still awful. I
Yeah.
would play like at my buddy's house or like like you know what I mean, the summer
Yeah.
at like a pool, like whatever. But like no, I'm god awful at it. I do like it though, but I'm horrible at it. It's my hand-eye coordination is horrific too. So I guess that's it. But I do have I have a profound respect for it, especially after I went to that invitational that they
Hmm.
had, and these people were like insanely amazing at this. It's like, how the hell are they this good? And like the one guy in the movie, Kodo, he's a
Hmm.
professional,
Yes.
and like I've seen like videos of him. It's like holy, like so far from the table, hitting it so fit, like I don't get it, but I guess practice, but damn, it's like I have a respect for it that I didn't have
For
before being
sure.
in the movie, you know?
I saw you were in, it's called No Need to Worry. Okay, so that
Yes.
was like three separate stories combined into one. And you played like it's like a gambling addict pretty much. And he's on the
Yeah.
phone with the Russian guy. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, but shout out my buddy Austin Abbott who directed it and wrote it. He's a genius, that guy.
That was great. Yeah, that was a great thing. I feel like there's a scene in the movie where it's like it's just your voice on the phone. I think it's like you're at home with Odessa's character and you're talking uh, to Marty, and um, it reminded me of that. Just like I think that you did a good job of having your personality come through in both films with, just your voice on the phone. Um, just want to compliment you on that.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Everyone's always told me I got a face for radio, so
cool.
I got a good. I think I like my voice. I feel like it's an interesting, different voice. You know.
I guess the first time you saw the movie was like at the premiere, right? Is that right? Because you didn't really have everything
Yeah, like I
to
had
be planned.
no idea,
Okay.
and this was at the film festival in October,
Yeah.
and the first 10 minutes, I don't know why they didn't sit me. It was me and my sister there. They didn't sit me, so I missed the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then they're scrambling like, "Oh my god, little Yachty's in your seat." So and they're like, I was like, "What?" And then so I guess Tyler the Creator like got two guest passes when he should have got one, or I don't know what happened, but Tyler the Creator was in my or Lil Yachty was in my seat. So they're scrambling like we don't know what to do, and then so we had this just me and my sister just split up. But so like I missed a good portion of the movie just dealing with that stuff, and then the whole movie Chalamet's behind me. So it's like
Hmm.
this guy poured his heart and soul into this movie. So I'm like trying to like react how he would want me to react. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
looking for myself. The whole movie, I'm just looking. Oh, am I coming up? Am I coming up? You know. So it was a
Yeah.
bad way to watch a movie. And then the second time I watched it was at the premiere in New York, like December 15th or 16th or something like that.
Hmm.
And the uh, comedian, a comedian was in my seat, and they were like, "Oh, like she's in your seat. Like, do you want us to kick her out?" I was like, "No." And it was the perfect seat. It was like right in the middle, like a great seat. Like, and they were like, "Oh, but this seat's available," and it was the seat all the way in the front, all the way to the right. So that's a horrible way
Wow.
to watch a movie as well. So I went on Christmas Day by myself, and that's when I got a full viewing experience, and it was great. And honestly, I've seen it 7 times or 6 or 7 times, and I'm not kidding. It doesn't get old. Like I like it every
Yeah.
time, which is great. And I see little things like, oh wow, I missed that every time. So
Yeah.
it's been good.
No, it's awesome. Yeah, I saw it twice already. I could go see it a third time. It was very good.
Yeah, go see it
Um,
a third time. Come on.
yeah, I got those. Fiance got those movie passes. It's like you can see four movies a week for $20 a month.
Is that AMC thing?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, nice, nice. That's great. That's a great
yeah,
deal.
yeah. But yeah, yeah, one of my favorite movies, probably my favorite movie of the last year.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, that and did you ever get around to seeing One Battle After Another? Paul
I
Thomas
did. Yeah,
Anderson movie.
yeah.
Yeah, those are
Very.
my
I
two
like
favorites.
very interesting. I love Benicio del Toro's character in that.
He's amazing. Yeah. I like when he goes down the trap door and then the carpet rolls over it.
Yes.
That's like, yes, that's one of my favorite parts. I want to get your input on this, but I kind of see, the first time I saw Dion as a character that Marty is just using. On the second time, I noticed that I think Marty does have a kind of respect for Dion outside of like, most of the other people that he interacts with, um, because Dion's pretty passionate about what he does, and he doesn't have as many people like backing him up in terms of his artistic abilities, and like he's committed on this idea with him on getting the orange ping pong ball made. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to see. Did you get that kind of feel for it? That like Marty uses the people around him, but the respect and relationship he has with the character of Dion is pretty authentic because it's like these two characters both like really believe in what they're doing, and there's a mutual respect there.
Yes, I feel like that's exactly that. And Josh told me like before we started filming that Marty does believe in you, and he does actually like think you're a good friend, and he values your relationship. And so like when he's talking to my dad's like, he's limited, like my dad's talking crap about me. Or he's like, no, he's got your brain. He's a smart guy. He's talented. Like he's backing me up, and he does actually believe me. Like, yeah, he kind of uses me, but I think he does actually like me, and that's why like he's so quick when she calls me a fat fuck or like he backs me up, and it's like, and he has my back. So I totally agree with you because I saw it as, is this guy just using me? Is this guy just a piece of shit? But Josh like explained like, no, he's your buddy, and he actually does believe in you. So and he's one, and it's one of like the nicest guys like in the movie. Like it's the only time like Marty's actually like nice to a person too, or like so
Right.
that was cool.
Nice. A lot of the scenes that you share with both Timothy Chalamet and Odessa Zion, was it awkward to be a bystander in an argument with them, to be on the outside of it and watch them like really go at it?
Yeah, it was also just a very cool like oh my god, I'm witnessing like these great actors just act right in front of me. I have a front row seat to like great acting, which how many people could say that? Like, and it they're like getting awards for the acting, like so,
Yeah.
or getting nominated. So that's crazy and cool. And yeah, no, the whole time I was just my breath was taken away. Like this is like I couldn't believe how good they were going back and forth. Like it was like real, to me.
Yeah.
And it was kind of awkward, but it was the easiest things. I'm just staring. I don't have any lines in that when they're arguing, so it was great. It was just taking a back seat and just watching them work.
Yeah. No, that is really cool. They are like Timothy Chalamet. I'm impressed with Odessa Zion. I hadn't seen her in anything aside from this movie. But yeah, she was great. Excited to see what comes next for her and some of the other people who were on this. Timothy Chalamet, I've been a fan of since high school. Um, some of the earlier films, like yeah, Call Me by Your Name, Lady Bird. He's in Interstellar for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been cool to see him. Through the years, just his stuff keeps getting better. This movie is something else, really, for him as a performance. I've been watching Happy Days. I don't know anyone else who's seen it or fully watched it who's under the age of like 65. But there's an episode of Happy Days called Hardcover where the Fonz is hooking up with a girl in college, and he learns like she's a librarian, and he learns about how cool libraries are, and he's like, I got to get my library card. Um, After that episode, I read that there was like a 500% increase in library memberships for boys aged 9 to 14. So I bring that up. Do you think that Marty Supreme is going to have that effect on table tennis? Do you think it's going to start, people are going to get more into it, and it's going to kind of have like a resurgence almost?
First off, that's a great poll. Happy Days. Wow, that show is great, man. I like that show a lot. But yeah, put it this way, I think definitely, but I don't think as much as people would think, because the movie's not that. I mean, not that much to do with ping pong. There's some cool scenes of it, but I think there will definitely be an increase because who the hell was talking about ping pong before? And what Balls of Fury? I mean, that was the last time people were really up like excited about ping pong. So I think this definitely will make an imprint in society. Yeah, like definitely, it has to, right? I mean, because it's. I mean, we're talking about it right now. Ping pong.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
I saw, I'm not going to ask you the classic letterbox questions, your top 4 movies, but I do want to know your 4 favorite actors or actresses of all time.
Wow. So, I think I got to go Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, this is kind of cliche. Leonardo DiCaprio. Let me think. I guess I really like Luis Guzman, and I really like James Gandolfini. I mean, he's in Sopranos. Like that's one of the best. Oh, who am I? Oh, who am I? Jason Alexander too. George Costanza. I mean, him and that's just the best. Him and Tony Soprano, him and James Gandolfini are like the best to me. The best actors. Like they are that guy. They are Tony Soprano. They are George Costanza. That's like the best acting to me. Those shows are my favorite shows. So yeah, I guess I go with that. And also Chalamet is becoming it. Everything that guy everything that guy does is gold. Same with Leo and Denzel. Like I think Leo in Django Unchained is like such a scumbag. Like I love the scumbag assholes like in the like Christoph Waltz in that movie and actually in Inglourious Basterds like so good. Like I love when people like you hate them. Like the Game of Thrones guy too, Joffrey. Like oh my god, what a like I love hating guys because like that's how good they are acting.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But sorry, that's kind of a long-winded answer, but
no, that's good. That's good. And yeah, to bring up Shallow Hal again, Jason Alexander. That's the part that sticks with me the most.
The tail.
The tail. Yeah.
Dude, I love that movie. I told Gwyneth Paltrow, I was like, listen, I know it's not one of your favorites, but I mean, as a fat guy, it does have a nice message. It's very stupid funny, but the ending is a nice message. And she's like, oh well, thanks a lot for saying that. Like she was very like happy that somebody said that to her. So she's very nice. She's a sweetheart too.
That's good. That's good. Did she offer you any Goop products?
No, she didn't.
That's too bad. Okay. I thought you may have mentioned you were going to mention John Candy maybe as one of your favorite actors.
Dude, I know I forget somebody. I suck, man. He's on there, definitely on there over Denzel. I love Denzel. John Candy takes it over him. Oh man, I totally forgot about him. I just saw that documentary a couple of months ago. Oh my god, it rips the heartstrings. That guy's the man, dude. Oh my god, I love that guy.
Great. Yeah. Who's Harry Crumb? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay, that one's hard to find. My fiance told me about it. I think we had to rent it from the library. That is, I think, one of the funniest movies ever. And yeah, he's the main character in it. I don't think
Harry Crumb?
Who's Harry Crumb? Yes.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, John Candy. That's probably my favorite movie from his, but definitely worth watching that one.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah, for sure. So the last few questions. These last ones are just one-offs.
Okay.
What does Timothy Chalamet smell like?
Trying to think. Like a Cinnabon in the mall.
Okay.
Put it this way, great smelling man. I'll give him that, and that's just the best smell I thought of. So that's what I'll give him.
That's good. I wasn't sure if that was going to be. I wasn't sure how method he got because he's like always moving around and there's some intense scenes. So okay, that's nice.
Put it this way, no, for much running around and for much anxious the movie is, whatever. That guy don't sweat a pellet. I mean, I was sweating bullets the whole time. No, he's He's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Favorite Seinfeld episode?
The Hamptons episode, man. Everyone, I think
Okay.
people crap on those like later seasons, but I love that episode. It's got it all. It's got with the tomato in his face. It's got Jane was walking around topless. What? And then he cooked some lobster. And I was in the pool.
Yeah.
Like there's so many good scenes in that. So that's my favorite episode.
Yes. Okay. I think mine's the contest or the parking lot one. I can't remember the name of that.
Oh, and they're lost in the parking lot.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good one.
What did you want to be when you grew up? Or yeah, what was the original plan? What did you have in mind? And
So I always wanted to be working in sports. I wanted to be a sports broadcaster, like in high school, and just because everyone said, "Oh, you got the voice or the face for radio," and what, like whatever. I got the and I always loved sports, and I always like was passionate about sports. So I was like, "Let me try this." So I went to college for broadcasting in Oswego, and I'll be honest, I didn't take it that serious. I just passed. I didn't intern anywhere or anything. I had like a radio show, but it was basically just playing music. It wasn't like a talk radio thing.
mhm.
Um, and I learned the hard way. Like I didn't. I applied so many places, like to like get my foot in the door, and it just never worked out. So I started working at Enterprise and whatever the other random jobs, and now I work at a cable company. But uh, so I wanted to be so bad, like in working in sports.
Mhm.
Like it'd be a broadcaster or be behind the scenes, like anything like that on the radio, talking sports, podcast, talking, just making money talking about sports.
Do you want to keep doing anything like acting related? Do you think you have like maybe now like I don't know more of I don't know more reach or like an opportunity to move somewhere into sports related things or like what are you thinking?
So I think all the above. I just got a manager, which is cool, and he's been like looking at stuff and like in talks of getting an agent and stuff. So that's cool. And like they just sent me a script to read and like so I would love to act more. I'd love to act more in
Yeah.
comedies because I feel like that I would thrive in a comedy. But whatever. I mean anything. But um and yeah, and I want to do like I think I might want it because I mean who doesn't have a podcast? I might want to start a podcast of something,
Hmm.
uh, just to have something to do. Even if I'm not acting. So
Right. Right.
so both of those things would be great.
I saw you used to write down like jokes, like long form joke. You'd keep like a note of them. But in that interview, you said you had never done stand up. Is that something you'd consider doing, or like, are you past that? What are you?
Yeah, no, I mean, great research here, man. No,
Thank you.
I did stand up once or twice, and I did it once at a diner, and I killed. I was like the funniest guy in the world, and it was amazing. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then the second time I did it, I bombed my fat ass off, and it was the worst experience of my entire life. And it was crickets, dude. Saying the funniest thing you think is like funny, and no one laughing is the worst experience ever. And it was
Yeah.
like every joke sucked. And I was like, oh my god, this sucks. So I'm terrified to do it again. But maybe I would do it again. It's just, it's so scary, man. It is scary, but I don't know. Maybe I would do it again.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it being tough. It sounds like a scary thing to do the first time, but especially if you do so well and you have more confidence going into it the second time and it just falling flat,
Yeah,
terrifying. Yeah.
yeah. It really like
Uh,
deflated me. Like, okay, dude. But to be honest, I wasn't really prepared for both of them. It just I feel like the crowd at the diner maybe was nicer or something. I don't
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
but I know I just didn't have the juice in the second one. I don't know, but if I feel like if I prepare, I'd be all right. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I prepared, but not as much as I should have. I was like, it's like the night before, 2 nights before, I was writing stuff like that. No, you gotta like
Yeah.
do it, practice it. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Okay.
but I think I might try it again.
Okay. Last thing I'll say. You're a big fan of New York. So am I. I got The shirt.
Yeah, baby, that's nice.
What's like your favorite spot in there? It can be, whole New York City, or like I guess something you'd recommend that maybe doesn't get enough attention.
Okay. I guess I have about three things. When you were talking, I
Okay.
had three things pop in my head. New York Nico's the best, and he goes to this place called Village Revival Records. And I think he just has a show that came out now. Dude, the owner's the best. The owner's the best guy ever. Such a nice guy. And they have records, like they have new records, old records. And he just hangs out and talks with everybody, the guy. And he smokes cigarettes like inside sometimes. Like he's a funny guy, the guy.
Yeah.
So definitely I would say there, uh I mean, I guess this isn't breaking any news, but going to a Knicks game or Yankees game and going to Mustang Harry's before the Knicks game, or going to Stan's or Bodega or anywhere, a Billy's before the Yankee game with your buddies, it to me is the best. I mean, I'm not a like a cool guy. Like I don't see art or museum. You know what I mean? Like I'm just an idiot schlep guy who likes drinking and had sharing smiles. So I would say those three things, and honestly, just people watching is fun in the city. I mean, just going to any park and sitting down and just looking around is fun. So yeah, get that shirt on you're wearing and go down there, people. Come on.
Luke, thank you so much for letting me interview you. I really appreciate the opportunity. I had a great time. You did too.
Yeah, of course. No, dude, thank you. And these questions were amazing, dude. Like, and I've been interviewed now by like some whatever, like actual like people that like on websites. You know what I mean? So, and
Yeah.
you're just a guy doing it on his own, right? So,
Yeah.
this was one of the better ones. So, shout out to you, man. Shout out your research, and it was fun and it was easy going. And thanks a lot for having me, man.